Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's second shot at love coming to an end. But were there signs? Well, kinda. Jen stepping out for the Met Gala sans Ben. We're told the actor was busy shooting The Accountant 2 in Los Angeles.
He's in the middle of filming his own action movie right now.
Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's rekindled love story seemed destined for a fairy tale ending, until a shocking house raid at Diddy'S mansion sent Hollywood into a frenzy. As their relationship crumbled under the spotlight, fans are left wondering, was this the final nail in the coffin for Bennifer 2.0? Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck were the it couple of the early 2000s. Their relationship, which started in 2002, was a media sensation, with fans and tabloids alike coining the term Bennifer to describe their whirlwind romance. They were everywhere, on magazine covers, in the news, and in the hearts of millions who believed they were the epitome of Hollywood love. Despite the intense public scrutiny, the couple seemed genuinely in love, even getting engaged in 2003. However, the pressure of the spotlight proved too much, and they called off their engagement in early 2004, leaving fans heartbroken and wondering what could have been.
Second shot at love coming to an end. But were there signs? Well, kinda.
Fast forward almost 2 decades, and Bennifer 2.0 was born. After years of separate lives, marriages, children, and careers, the pair found their way back to each other in 2021. It was as if no time had passed. The chemistry was still there, and the public's fascination was reignited. Social media buzzed with excitement, and it felt like everyone was rooting for them to finally get there happily ever after. Their rekindled romance culminated in a spontaneous wedding in Las Vegas, a nod to their impulsive love story. But the real celebration came shortly after, with a grander ceremony surrounded by family and close friends, solidifying their commitment. As much as everyone wanted to believe in Bennifer's second chance, the cracks in their relationship began to show not long after their extravagant wedding. One of the first signs of trouble was when Jennifer Lopez attended the Met Gala alone, a significant event where the couple would typically appear together. The official reason given was that Ben was busy filming The Accountant 2 inches in Los Angeles. But for many, it felt like a red flag. It wasn't just the Met Gala. Fans noticed that in subsequent public appearances, the two were often absent from each other's side, fueling rumors that all was not well in paradise. Insiders began whispering about growing tension between the couple, with some reports suggesting that they were even living separately. The public facade of a perfect marriage started to crumble, and it became clear that things were not as rosy as they seemed. It was a classic Hollywood tale, a couple trying to make it work under the immense pressure of fame, only to find that the spotlight can be too harsh, even for the most glamorous of pairs. Then came the event that shook Hollywood to its core, the Diddy house raid. The raid itself was a significant moment, not just because of the legal implications for Diddy, but also because it became entangled in the narrative of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's split. The timing of the raid couldn't have been worse, as it seemed to coincide with the height of the couple's troubles. While the raid was primarily focused on Diddy, the media couldn't help but speculate about how this incident might have affected Bennifer's already shaky relationship. Some reports suggested that the raid exposed certain financial and legal complications that put additional strain on Lopez and Affleck's relationship. The media frenzy that followed only added fuel to the fire, with tabloids and gossip sites eagerly connecting the dots between the raid and the couple's rumored issues. It was as if the raid became the tipping point in a relationship already teetering on the edge, pushing them closer to their eventual breakup. After weeks of speculation and countless rumors, the inevitable happened. Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck officially confirmed their split. The news wasn't exactly shocking to those who had been following the couple's recent struggles, but it still marked the end of a Hollywood love story that many had hoped would last. The media, of course, was quick to cover every detail of their lives post-breakup. Ben Affleck's decision to purchase a new home was seen as a clear sign that he was moving on, focusing on creating a new, distraction-free space for himself and his children. Meanwhile, Jennifer Lopez seemed determined to avoid the public embarrassment that often comes with high-profile breakups. She was seen out and about, putting on a brave face, but insiders hinted that she was deeply hurt by how things had ended. Despite the challenges, Both Lopez and Affleck appeared to be handling the split in their own ways, with Lopez particularly focused on maintaining a positive public image. It was clear that while their love story had come to an end, both were committed to moving forward with their lives, albeit separately. When celebrities like Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck decide to part ways, it's not just their lives that get upended. Their children are inevitably caught in the middle too. Both Lopez and Affleck have kids from previous relationships, and as their relationship began to crumble, it was clear that protecting their children from the fallout was a top priority. Lopez, who shares twins Max and Emma with Mark Anthony, and Affleck, who has 3 children with Jennifer Garner, were both determined to ensure their kids felt as little disruption as possible during this tumultuous time. They've been very mindful about how they're handling things, doing everything they can to maintain a stable environment for their kids. Even though they've started living separately, they still come together for important family events like graduations, trying to present a united front for their children's sake. Friends and family have noted how gracefully they've managed the situation, and it seems the kids are coping as well as can be expected. Despite the challenges, Lopez and Affleck are clearly committed to making sure their children's lives stay as normal and unaffected as possible. The media has been a huge player in the saga of Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck's relationship, from the moment they rekindled their romance to the final days before their split. The paparazzi followed their every move, and tabloids turned every glance and gesture into a headline. For Lopez especially, this intense media scrutiny added enormous pressure. Every time she stepped out in public, photographers were there, ready to capture any sign of tension or distress. These images were quickly splashed across the front pages, fueling rumors and speculation about the state of their marriage. It's hard to imagine how anyone could maintain a healthy relationship under such a microscope. The constant attention and relentless coverage undoubtedly made things more difficult for them, turning what might have been private struggles into very public dramas. The media, in many ways, contributed to the strain on their relationship, magnifying their issues, and perhaps even hastening their breakup. It's a stark reminder of how the celebrity spotlight can sometimes do more harm than good, making it nearly impossible for couples like Lopez and Affleck to navigate their personal lives away from the public eye. In Hollywood, breakups are never just about the emotional toll. They also come with significant financial and legal considerations. For Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck, their split involved figuring out how to divide their shared assets without letting things get messy. Instead of heading straight to court, it seems they've taken a more discreet route, involving their business managers to handle the details. This approach is pretty common among celebrities who want to avoid the public spectacle of a courtroom battle and prefer to sort things out behind closed doors. The big questions revolve around their properties and financial investments. Since both Lopez and Affleck are financially independent, the focus is likely on logistical issues, who gets what, and how they'll split their shared assets. Although it seems like they're trying to keep things amicable, there's always the possibility of complications, especially with items that might hold sentimental value. For now, their business managers are handling the negotiations, but if things get tricky, they might need to bring in legal counsel to finalize everything. Now that Jennifer Lopez and Ben Affleck have decided to go their separate ways, the big question is, what's next for them? For Jennifer Lopez, it's all about getting back to her career and keeping her public image intact. She's always been a powerhouse in the entertainment world, and even with everything going on in her personal life, she's not one to slow down. Whether it's music, movies, or her various business ventures, you can bet that Lopez will be throwing herself into her work, possibly even channeling her emotions into new creative projects. Ben Affleck seems to be taking a slightly different path, focusing more on his well-being and his role as a father. He's had a tough few years dealing with addiction and the pressures of fame, so it makes sense that he'd want to prioritize his health and his kids right now. He recently bought a new home close to his children, which suggests he's committed to being a hands-on dad while also creating a peaceful space for himself. With new film projects on the horizon, Affleck will likely dive into his work as a way to move forward, using his creativity as a way to heal and grow. So, what are your thoughts on this? Let us know in the comments below.